I mean, if black people can't be racist, then explain this.
Wait,
Or this.
My ling ling. My ling.
Rise of blacks in 2024. Are black people racist? We finna see. I don't think I'm racist. Let's see if this video proves me wrong.
Blacks can't be racist is the dumbest thing I've heard since the flat earth theories, or even veganism. Wait, we rock with the animals over here. Shout out vegans.
Eat your vegetables!
Eat your vegetables!
I mean, if black people can't be racist, then explain this. Or this.
My ling ling. My ling.
This.
Yo, nice.
Or this. Wait, no, that's not racist. The man Kevin Hart literally walked up to this Asian and said, Bao Ching Ye. And I didn't see this get addressed not one time anywhere. But you know damn well if an Asian person was coming out here talking about some yo, eating chicken and drinking Kool-Aid, the black community would be swiftly on that app in absolutely no time.
Bro, I think, it's Ray though. Ray be doing that. That's the Hamimula.
And that goes to show, low-key black people have a racism past. I mean, growing up half Japanese, the most in-my-face racism I ever experienced came from the black community. I was getting hit with all types of forbidden jutsus, from this move to the Sun Wukong, Kung Fu, Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, Rush Hour 4 type of humor. People would literally come up to me making Tekken-ass noises, sounding like a Street Fighter character, thinking shit was sweet. And while I can always appreciate a good roast session, trust me, I'm not that soft, that don't mean it's not racist. But the weird thing about it is that there is a small subsection in the black community that truly believes that black people cannot be racist at all. So today, we're going to be finding out for ourselves. First, we're going to see if we can be racist towards other minorities.
Shout out kids in for the one sub-tier gifted.
And then we're going to see if black people can be racist towards white people. And then by the end of the video, we're going to finally be able to answer the question, can black people truly be racist? Now let's get started. Other minorities. Now on average, throughout my experience, I feel like black people really like Asians or Asian culture. I mean, the fact that we have movies like the Rush Hour series really shows the solidarity between black and Asian people. But on the other hand, in the black community, there is a section that spreads a lot of Asian hate. A couple years ago, we had the Stop Asian Hate movement in the Asian community, and a lot of those violent attacks didn't just come from white people. It was, at least from what I've seen, coming from African Americans. And it's weird because as soon as you call out any anti-Asianness within the black community, it kind of gets brushed off. Asians being seen as the little bro of all races is somewhat normalized. South Asians catch it the worst.
What race would you not date?
Indians.
Indians.
I just want to date them.
The amount of Indian jokes, the 7-Eleven curry smell type of jokes is actually insane. And while I can admit that certain stereotypical humor can be funny at times, the same regurgitated nonsense is just not. Obviously, it's not just the black community who does this, you know, white people do it too. But the moment you call it out in the black community, it's a problem and you're generalizing everybody. But obviously, I know that everybody doesn't do it. And I feel like when people change the conversation, it almost comes off as if black people can't do anything wrong. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. So if I was to make fun of a minority, for example,
bro using big words. I'm not gonna lie. I'm using big words. Like I have to use like all of my brain cells. Like
a Mexican, not to catch this straight, no offense, I fuck with Mexicans, don't even do that. That would be racist of me, right?
Black people cannot be racist. Racism is an institution. It's not a feeling.
People don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and it shows. Discrimination and or prejudice based on race is racism, dickhead. Try again. Damn. If we look at the definition, it is literally synonymous. I don't know what you're cooking. You're cooking with something, but you're not cooking. The grill is burning, the house is on fire, and this shit is gonna look like Chernobyl back in like brief intermission. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you see my videos before and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Back to the video.
Black people can't be racist. Yeah, they certainly can be. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I love you, but black people cannot be racist. We can only be extremely prejudiced.
I don't understand, my guy. Like that is literally synonymous with the definition. If you are racist towards somebody based on the color of the skin, that is prejudice, that is discriminatory.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person can be racist to a Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced.
Common sense. Oh my god, we found common sense.
Hooray.
Yes, we did it. We did it. In conclusion, if you're black, you can be racist towards other minority groups, and it does need to be addressed. I think in order to truly stop this and stand in solidarity with other minority groups, you cannot be derogatory towards them. And if you want to think on a more like actually relevant scale, protests where you need other people's support in order to drive certain messages, the biggest goal is become allies with different communities rather than being discriminatory towards them and then say, oh, it's not racist. But now that we got the minorities out the way, let's talk about if black people can be racist to white people. Also, I filmed this video in like 2 parts, so if you see me switch to a new location right now, this is the other part of it. Now get out of here. We all know the heinous racist acts committed by white people throughout history, such as being the world famous inventors of things like plantations, segregation, modern day hoods, and things like the treadmill. If you didn't know, the treadmill was actually based on slavery. It was literally for treading mill, and I believe that it was first invented by the British as like a prison punishment. Slave owners seen that and was like, let's make the black people do it. I mean, everyone should have a special amount of hatred in their hearts for racists in general, but there's been a talking point that you cannot be racist to white people, or even that racism to white people doesn't count and it's acceptable. It just doesn't make sense that you could tell a black person that they look like charcoal and that's racist, but you tell a white person they look like mayonnaise, then it's not the same thing. Some people say that there is no historical background to calling white people mayonnaise monkeys, and that would be true. I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist?
They do.
Names for the uncolored.
Snow possums, snow roaches, enemies of the sun.
Sugar cane snatchers, cornstarch crusaders, chalk demons, ice rats, skin cancer magnets, mayo monkeys, gentrification gorillas, inverted nick. Dude, you had way too much time on your hands. Even though they don't have historical background and it's not
Bro, who thinks it is?
the exact same as calling somebody a real life racial slur, being discriminatory towards somebody based on the color of their skin is racism. Now, some people also say that white people can't face racism because it's not systemic, meaning that like the systems in place were not meant to tear down white people, therefore they can't face racism. Now, that is all the justifications that I've heard for racism against white people. So now we're gonna check out some of the opinions that other people have and see if we disagree or agree with their line of thinking.
I don't think it's possible to be racist towards white people.
Racism was invented by white people.
These white people are invited to cookout. They're not the dangerous thugs. They're the ones that we want in our communities. I'm just kidding. I'm just using the same rhetoric.
When white people are going through hardship, they're not as sensitive to it as you would be to a black community. In general, like white people, the privilege behind that.
You make
What? Nani? When white people go through hardship, they're not as sensitive?
How would you define racism?
Racism is judging or seeing yourself differently from somebody else because of the color of your skin.
What you mean? Motherfucker, if I look at my skin and see I'm darker than you and you're lighter than me, I'm racist? What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Is it okay to be prejudiced
know,
towards
bro.
white people then? Sure. Is it okay to have...
I mean, hey, if he's the spokesperson for all white people, by all means, I don't really care. Let me get off all the white jokes I can then, if it's okay. In my opinion, I feel like prejudice against anybody is automatically gonna be
A
wrong.
lot of people these days say that reverse racism doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Reverse racism is not fucking real. There's no such thing as reverse cowgirling racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it from the back. There's only one racism. Racism against white people would be racism. Racism against black people would be racism. Racism against Asians would be racism. In conclusion, we discuss different minorities and even white people in order to answer the question, can black people truly be racist towards minorities or white people? And the answer is hell yeah. I don't know what you expected to hear from me other than the most common sense there is. Now, I truly believe the people who genuinely believe that black people can't be racist are just looking for an excuse or a way to be discriminatory or prejudiced towards a person without being labeled as a racist. These people know deep down that regardless of what they say, the excuses that they're using is literally just a wall to hide behind the fact that they want to be offensive without trying to face the consequences. Black people can be racist. Like, I don't know why I really need to say that. I don't even know why this is a video in the first place. But that is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know down below in the comments, do you think black people can be racist? Do you believe that racism is purely systemic? I'm willing to hear what you guys think. I definitely do understand what they mean in terms of the systemic racism issue, but I genuinely feel like that is not the only form of racism that there is. And I simply don't think it's productive to be hateful towards a group of people based on the color of their skin regardless. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next, sub to the second channel. If we hit 50K by now, thank you guys so very much. I have only been doing this for, by now, 7 months. I think I didn't even hit 1K until like end of February, early March. So the amount of love that you guys have showed me in a very short time is absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank you guys enough. We are officially on the road to 100K now, and I know we're gonna be able to hit that in absolutely no time. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support. Being able to create content full time is absolutely a dream of mine, and without you guys, I would literally be nothing. I mean, I'm still nothing, but with that being said, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. It's love, law. I love you, and I'm out.
Hey man, W little ball. W means. Watch the video. Watch the video in the description. Watch it. Okay.